All right, Pete. Well, we're sitting by the fire, and we've really got one of the great fireside wines now because this is the estate Shiraz from Yangarra. I think for me, looking at this wine, I can see that it's a newer kind of Shiraz for Australia. You know, when you're thinking about classic Australian Shiraz, that inkiness and, you know, overlaid perhaps with a pretty heavy oak treatment.
Yeah.
Why have you taken these vines and this wine in a slightly different direction and given us something that's like perfumed?
Yangarra sits at a slightly higher elevation in McLaren Vale, so it's in kind of the later ripening, cooler part. So it lends itself to more finer tannins, lighter, redder, plum, blue fruits. And there's a bit of the winemaking that we work on for, you know, gentle extraction, larger format oak, and we do a lot of whole bunch, so which also exacerbates the fragrance and the prettiness of the wine. And you see the colour; it's incredibly dark and intense, so that the flavour concentration kind of comes from the vineyard, but then, you know, nearly finessing it in the winery, so that you've got this beautiful medium-bodied wine. And I think...
So it's dark, but it's bright. It's like an onyx, you know. It's one of those things, if you look at it through it with a bit of sunlight through it, you can see the brightness in the wine.
And it's had so much success. This wine...
So it's scoring pretty well?
It's had for, you know, the wine of its price point, it's had 97 points 2 years running, the 16 and the 2017 vintage from James Halliday's Wine Companion. It's been also in his top 100 2 years running as well. Just had an incredible following in Australia and throughout the world. And it really is the star of what we do from the estate.
Great. Cheers.
Cheers.